Welcome to Hauntcore Vault. If you are ready for horror tales, you are in the right place. If you are new, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to know where are you from and what time you are watching. Let's begin.
I've always been drawn to abandoned places, the kind that make people cross the street when they pass by. So when I heard about the old St. Augustine Psychiatric Hospital, I knew I had to see it for myself. According to the city archives, it had been shut down for over 15 years. Broken windows, graffiti-tagged walls, and overgrown weeds gave it the look of any ordinary ruin. That's what made the first thing I saw inside so jarring. The front doors had been chained shut for decades, but a side service door hung loose on its hinges. I slipped inside, my flashlight slicing through the thick shadows. The air smelled sharp and metallic, like iron and mold. Everything was still intact. Nurses' stations, wheelchairs, even old patient charts littering the floors. I shivered and told myself it was just the thrill. The deeper I walked, the more the hospital felt alive. In one of the corridors, I noticed a tray of food sitting neatly on a counter, fresh steam still rising from the mashed potatoes and gravy. My hand shook as I stared. That wasn't supposed to happen in a place abandoned for years. I pushed forward, trying to rationalize it. Maybe a staff reunion? Maybe someone squatting? Then I heard it, a low moaning echoing down the hallway. I froze. My flashlight flickered over a row of patient rooms. Most were empty, but one door, locked with a rusted padlock, had a shadow moving behind the glass. A muffled voice whispered, "Help me." I couldn't tell if it was a recording, a prank, or something else. I tried to peer through the crack of the door, and my stomach dropped. A bed was still warm. Fresh indentations like someone had just been lying there. I heard movement behind me, saw footsteps padding down the corridor, but when I spun around, there was nothing. Something compelled me forward, though my instinct screamed to run. In the nurse's wing, I found a small office. Patient logs were stacked neatly on the desk. I flipped one open and froze. The most recent entries weren't from years ago. They were dated yesterday. Each entry listed a patient name, their symptoms, and strange notes. Agitated after midnight. Voices coming from walls. Patient refuses to leave. My flashlight bounced as I stumbled down another hall. Doors that should have been boarded up swung open easily. Inside, I saw chairs rocking slowly as if someone had just stood up. I could hear whispering now. Clear words, but impossible to place. I told myself I imagined it, but then the whispers started calling my name. Steve. I froze. That wasn't in my imagination. It was a voice, low and guttural, coming from somewhere just beyond the darkness. My heart thumped so hard I thought it would echo through the entire building. I turned to leave, but the hallway seemed longer than before, twisted. Every turn brought me back to the same central foyer where I had started. Then I saw them. Figures huddled in corners, barely illuminated by the weak emergency lights. Not people exactly, more like shadows of people. They didn't move naturally. Their heads tilted unnaturally, and their eyes glimmered, reflecting the beam of my flashlight. I realized with a cold, sinking feeling that these were the patients. They had never left. A door slammed somewhere above me. Footsteps rushed down the stairs, fast, deliberate. I ran. My flashlight bounced across peeling paint and broken tiles. The moaning grew louder, joined by whispers chanting my name over and over. I finally burst out of the side door into the night, lungs burning. The sounds didn't stop immediately. They seemed to follow me, fading just as I reached the overgrown fence line. My car was parked where I had left it, but when I looked back at the hospital, the windows glowed faintly. Warm light, like someone was watching from inside. I never went back. Friends told me I imagined it, that it was just a derelict building and my mind playing tricks. But sometimes, late at night, when the city is quiet, I swear I hear whispers in the wind, my name calling me back. And I can't shake the feeling that the hospital still has patients, and some of them are waiting for me.